Welcome, everyone. One of the best ways to prepare for the IELTS speaking test is to see it in action. That's exactly what we're doing today with this complete mock test from Spinta. As you listen, think about what the candidate does well and where they could improve. Afterwards, we'll compare notes with a full performance breakdown. Let's begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Emily. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good afternoon, Emily. My name is John Smith.
Thank you, John. And what should I call you?
You can just call me John. That's perfectly fine.
Great, John. Let's talk about where you live. Can you describe your hometown?
Certainly. I hail from a small town called Maplewood, located in the northeast of the United States. It's a quaint place with a close-knit community. There's a beautiful park at the center that hosts summer concerts, and I love the autumn, when the leaves turn vibrant shades of orange and gold.
Sounds lovely. How long have you lived there?
I've lived there all my life, actually, about 25 years now. I appreciate the familiarity of the area and the fact that I know most of the residents. It gives me a sense of security.
What are some popular activities that people do in your hometown?
Well, in Maplewood, we really enjoy community events like farmers markets and local fairs. There's also a strong emphasis on outdoor activities like hiking, especially during the warmer months. Many families spend weekends at the lake nearby, and it's common to see people picnicking or fishing.
How would you describe the people in your community?
I would say the people in my community are quite friendly and welcoming. Neighbors often help each other out, whether it's with small tasks or during times of need. There's a real sense of camaraderie that makes living there enjoyable.
That sounds wonderful. Let's move on to talk about your work or studies. What do you currently do?
I'm currently a marketing specialist at a digital marketing firm. I focus primarily on social media strategies and content creation. I find it fascinating how digital marketing evolves every day.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
What I enjoy most is the creativity involved. I love coming up with innovative campaigns and seeing how they resonate with our audience. There's also a gratifying aspect to analyzing the data and understanding how to improve future projects based on that feedback.
How did you get into marketing?
Initially, I studied business administration in college. During an internship in my third year, I was assigned to a marketing department, and that's where I realized my passion for the field. It was an eye-opening experience that set me on this career path.
That's interesting. How would you compare your current job to any previous roles you've had?
Well, previously I worked in customer service, which provided me with a strong foundation in understanding client needs. However, working in marketing has highlighted the importance of strategic thinking and analytics. I find both experiences valuable but very distinct in their challenges.
Let's talk about your hobbies now. What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I'm an avid runner. I enjoy participating in local races and often set new goals for myself, which keeps me motivated. Besides that, I love reading, especially fiction, as it allows me to escape into different worlds.
How long have you been running?
I started running about 6 years ago. At first, it was just to get in shape, but soon it evolved into a passion. I've completed several half marathons, and this year, I hope to tackle my first full marathon.
Do you prefer running alone or with others?
It depends on my mood. I appreciate the solitude of running alone, as it gives me time to reflect. However, I often enjoy group runs as well, as they provide a sense of camaraderie. It's motivating to run alongside others, especially during long distances.
What type of books do you enjoy reading the most?
I particularly enjoy literary fiction. Authors like Haruki Murakami and Toni Morrison have deeply influenced my perspective on life. Their storytelling transports me into their characters' worlds, often making me reflect on my own experiences.
That's fascinating. Moving on, I'd like you to describe a favorite book that you've read.
One of my all-time favorites is Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. It's a coming-of-age story that captures the struggles of love and loss. The emotional depth of the characters resonated with me profoundly, especially during a rough patch in my life. It's beautifully written with vivid imagery, and each time I read it, I discover something new.
What do you think makes a book memorable?
I believe a memorable book is one that evokes strong emotions and allows readers to connect with the characters on a personal level. Elements like a well-crafted narrative, relatable themes, and unique storytelling can all contribute to a lasting impression.
Let's shift gears and talk about the role of reading in today's society. How do you think it has changed with the advent of technology and digital media?
It's fascinating to observe how technology has transformed the reading landscape. With the rise of ebooks and audiobooks, access to literature has become easier than ever. However, I also think this has led to a decline in traditional reading practices. People may read less deeply than before, and there's something about physically turning pages that creates a different reading experience.
Do you think reading is still important for young people today?
Absolutely. Reading is crucial for developing critical thinking and empathy. It broadens their perspectives and encourages them to explore different cultures and ideas. In a rapidly changing world, these skills are indispensable. However, engaging young readers with captivating content is key.
How might schools encourage students to read more?
Schools could introduce more diverse reading materials that appeal to various interests. Organizing reading challenges or incorporating technology through book-related apps could also engage students. Moreover, having discussions around books can spark interest, making literature feel more relevant.
That's a great perspective. Let's talk about the future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to be in a managerial role within my field, perhaps leading a team in digital marketing strategies. I also aim to continue developing my skills, maybe even pursuing further education in my area. Personally, I'd like to balance my career with travel, as I believe immersing myself in different cultures enhances creativity.
That sounds like a solid plan. Thank you for sharing your thoughts today. That concludes the speaking test.
The candidate demonstrated a high degree of fluency and coherence throughout the speaking test, articulating ideas clearly and effectively. His ability to maintain a natural flow in conversation allowed for meaningful exchanges that showcased an extensive range of vocabulary. John displayed a strong command of grammatical structures with few, if any, noticeable errors, which is characteristic of a Band 8 level performance. While his pronunciation was largely clear and comprehensible, there were occasional subtle slips in intonation that may confuse listeners unfamiliar with his accent. Overall, the estimated band score for this performance is 8.0, considering his impressive fluency, vocabulary usage, grammatical accuracy, and the effectiveness of his communication. In summary, John showed exceptional strengths in engaging responses and well-rounded insights, with minor areas to refine regarding pronunciation nuances. Thank you for practicing with this IELTS speaking mock test. Visit Spinta for more comprehensive mock tests and personalized feedback to boost your IELTS score.